Live. Welcome to the live stream. Sorry if I kind of look a little spooky. I got my that noise that you guys are hearing in the background. I'll show you guys really quick. I got my little propane heater because it is frigid out here. Also, I'm a little bit wounded. I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. So, if you guys hear me complaining, just know I got down to the white meat on this one. Smash that like button. Ah, it's hurting. All right, so today I'm gonna show you guys the little setup we got. What's up, Leah Liz? So I got my ring light, got my phone holder, and got my portable charger. And we're about to try to do some dry fitments. Try to get some new wheels on Big Eartha because my son Lennox, he drives these trucks so hard that the back wheel actually split. So, and if you guys didn't watch the log haul videos, I suggest you guys go back and watch that. Let me turn up my screen brightness. There we go. And yeah, so the goal is to at least get the tires on, or fit them up just to see what's going on with them, and any modifications, if any, to basically get them on there. And then, if you guys didn't know, I also ordered gear and motor upgrades, so we will be getting to that in a few. Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to adjust my phone holder. But how's everybody's Saturday going? Yeah, I ended up tripping and falling going to a Jamaican restaurant, and my shoelace kind of got stuck, so kind of fell. So kind of in pain. Yeah. I'm down to the white meat on my knee and on my elbow, so kind of in a little bit of pain. Not much, just a little bit. Alright, so first things first, we're going to try to take these tires off. I think the last time I tried this, I was having a little bit of issues, so I'm going to grab my vice grips really quick. But yeah, let me know how's your Saturday going. Anybody did any holiday shopping? I'm debating on whether or not we're going to do toys for tots this year. Like, I want to, but realistically, my time is very limited. So, that hurts to even bend with me. Oh no. Criminy crockett. Alright. Bring you guys back down, show you guys what we're working with. And I'm going to back you guys up. Elevate with ice? Nah. I got work to do, Leah Liz. The show must go on, right? The show must go on. Alright, first one. I am actually thinking about using my impact for this. Because my impact can have some torque to break that free. Because if not, then I'm gonna have to take the bucket off to try to hold the axle. Let me see what size this is. This is a 17 millimeter. Alright, so yeah. There we go. Like I said, So, that's still got a little bit of oil on it. Good, that's what I like. All right, so now I'm going to show you guys. Got my screwdriver bit. What we got to do. My shop floor is in desperate need of a good sweeping. Alright, so now the goal is to get the tire, the new tire, which is right here. Oh, I think I put the wrong crap. I put the wrong bits on. Good thing I didn't throw away the other ones. So Harbor Freight sells these. I forgot how much. I think they're like 13 bucks. The whole tire. This is a 12-inch tire. So the goal is to use these, and I want to try to make it into a dually, but I don't think that's going to happen right away, if that makes sense. But yeah, so it comes with different size inserts. So let's go ahead and change that out. Also, make sure you guys smash that like button. It's free. All right, so look at that, freaking sweet mamma jamma. Look at that. Put a little PB blaster on there, or some white lithium grease. Fire. All right, cool. Found the second one. 1, 2. Now it might get kind of loud in here, but grab my screwdriver, wherever in the world that may be. There it is. Which that sucks because I should have measured it before I put it on there. Oh, but I also did the front, and the front, the axle was yeah, I mean, Leah Liz, this has been such a work in progress. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna knock out this insert. And I already put one on the other side, and as you can see, there's like a little red piece of PVC pipe. I went to Home Depot and I bought a brand new one, which was like, I don't know, 5 feet long or something like that, for like, I don't know, $3-4 bucks, because that was the size with the insert that fit on the front axle over there. So just give me 1 second. I gotta knock these out. Just make sure that both of these fit. They sure do. Alright, so now we're going to take this size. These are the old ones. This is the old one. This is the big one, or the new one. You see how much bigger it is. So now I'm going to put these off to the side. And then I'm going to just double check these two. Yep. Yep. Alright, so now what we do to one, we got to do to the other real quick. This is one of my old school screwdrivers. This one was made before we started buying stuff from China. I'll be honest with you. So I've used this as a chisel. I've used it to floss my teeth. I think it's pretty good, pretty handy. You know what I'm saying? All right, so the goal is to get the tire. Maybe I should go get that lithium grease real quick. Let me get that lithium grease. Should be black. Got it. I should have picked up another can of this, but who am I? Nobody important, right? Move the charger out the way. So we're just gonna put a little dab of lithium grease on it, just to help it slide a little better. So the goal is to get this on this side. Oh, tire's coming off the other. Shouldn't have to whack it. But that's right. You guys get the point. So the point is to put these on for the new tires. But in order to do that, I actually have to install the new drive on there, which it's not new, but it's old. So this is one of the tires. This is the tire that just came off of it. You guys can see how big this is compared to this one. So that's why I want to make it into a dually. Technically it should fit, but we will see. It's probably a little more than half, I'd say. But the goal is to have like a 4-bolt mounting system on here and then bolt it up. But let me grab my impact. So a dually is basically a truck with 2 tires in the back that would run side by side. So let's say this was the other tire, like the same exact tire. You put them like this and they run side by side, and normally they're bolted to the same hub, which would be this piece right here, but on a truck, you know, like a real truck. Let me grab some I don't know if I have any paper towel or even a rag in here. That's alright. It's just gonna have to do. A little dirt won't hurt, right, guys? A little dirt won't hurt. Alright, so the goal is there's appears to be 2, 4, 6, 8 screws that need to get taken out, in which these need to be, like, this whole hub unit needs to get mounted to this. How I'm gonna do that, I don't know. That's why this is a dry fitment kind of day. Excuse me. Yep. Alright, so Now, some people could ask me, why won't you just buy new tires, the ones that actually belong on the truck? And the reason for that is because these have bike tires, screwed to it, and the last thing I need is a catastrophic failure from my tires, and it's kind of time for an upgrade anyway, so. Alright, so that's obviously not backing out. So if it's not backing out, what you could do, just grab your screwdriver, apply just a little bit of downward pressure, like, pry it just a little bit. I would probably try to do it a little bit more over to where the screw is, but we'll see. See if it takes. There we go. Alright, so we got one more, two more that didn't completely back out. Yeah, and if we're gonna go get some more logs at my neighbor's house and haul, do some heavy hauling with this, it's time for an upgrade, So again, we're gonna stick the screwdriver in here, and there we go. So this is the hub that all those little notches in there, is what intertwines with this to turn it, if that makes sense. So now, whoa, I dropped you guys, sorry. Out with the old, in with the new, and basically I got to try to figure out how to bolt this up. Now I got screws, which are self-tapping screws that I can get through here. I even have, drills that'll, drill bits that'll go through that. But the challenge is, number one, keeping this lined up, and number two, I have to have screws that are about as small as these, and then drill it through that metal. So I'm not really sure how that's gonna work yet. If that makes sense. But yeah, I can definitely drill through it. Drilling through it is not the problem. So let's go ahead and take these out. So if this screw doesn't want to back out, or any screw doesn't want to back out, take something hard, put it up against the back, squeeze it, and then it's like something harder, because that plastic is kind of soft. Let me try my Milwaukee toolbox. Like a charm. Yeah, then I ran into a Ryobi guy yesterday. trying to get sponsored. That's what I'm trying to do. And he forgot about me in the aisle because somebody was buying $2,000 worth of Ryobi batteries yesterday. I was like, dude, you're the only friend I got. So yesterday I was trying to buy a new, whoa, timber. Let's knock you guys over. I was trying to buy like a bigger tooth chain saw. Not a chain saw, but like the, you know, the chain that goes on the saw. I was trying to buy a new one, but for the size chainsaw that I got, that's the only one that they have with that size tooth. So yeah, I wasn't too happy yesterday. But yeah, make sure you guys smash that like button. There's 22 people in here. Smash that like button, please and thank you. Alright, so now what I want to do is find a drill bit, if I have one in here. If not, I have two other brand new sets that I can go through. But yeah, find a drill bit that will fit in the hole. Beautiful, look at that. And this is a, I don't know, kind of hard to tell. Let me see. Try to clean it off. Not really sure what size bit that is. But yeah, so what I want to do is be able to get that lined up and then drill into the steel. But before I do that, let's see, that's 8 screws right here. I'm gonna have to probably run to Ace's Hardware or something or other and whoa, see if they got screws that big, and then I'll have to measure how deep does the hub go. I'm trying to think if I have anything that can hold. Basically, I want to hold it so that it's completely like lined up, if you know what I'm saying. Ah, very nice. Look at that. Look at that, Frank. All right. So make sure that is completely lined up. It would help if I had a battery on this. Then thinking I should probably put some tape on that. What do you guys think? Put some tape on that hub, right, so that it doesn't rotate. And I can worry about the screws later, just as long as it matches up. Or the other thought that I had. The other thought that I had was, why don't I just keep this on here and just cut out this circle and then put that circle in here, so that way it has more of a bite because it has these plastic notches too. But this is completely flat. That is sunken in, so it's probably not going to work. So yeah, we'll try it this way. And if it doesn't work that well, we'll try a different way. My knee, well, my one knee is killing me. Stuff off the back here, so I've got my bigger measuring tape. Not my measuring tape, my electrical tape, sorry. Also about to turn this down to this speed. It's alright. Just get a nice little flame going. Alright. Yeah, so I got this big roll of electrical tape. We're going to try to tape it down. I'm not even sure if this is electrical tape. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. So now I'm just gonna cut it. There we go. All right, so let's get to drilling. Ooh, it wants to walk. Let me make sure you guys can see that. All right, so that is already a problem because where it wants to rest, it's on a slope and it's going to want to walk. The only only other thing I can think of would be to mark it and then tap it and then drill it. See, that just keeps wanting to walk. That's not going to be good. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Or what I could do is cut out the circle of this so that it sits so cut out the circle so it fits right on the outer lip of this. And that way I could just take this piece, screw it back on here. But then how would this piece get secured to this? It would still have to get secured some way, somehow. And I don't want to glue it to the tire either. Any suggestions? Yeah, the only other thing I can think of, and I don't even think that would work. Yeah. That's not gonna work. The only other possible thing that I could think of is instead of driving all those small screws, I could drive a bolt. I could drill a hole right here and have the bolt rest in there instead of drilling all the small screws. I don't have any I don't have any bolts that big. Not that I can't get any, but this is all a part of the creative process, I guess. Because everything else should be pretty simple. The only other thing I can possibly think of would be to sand the white paint off, bring it to my buddy's shop, and then have him weld some pieces here to go, like some spikes, if you will, but the spikes can't exceed the plastic, so it would have to be like right there. And then the spikes would have to be like flat on top, I guess. No, that's not going to work, only because this piece has to fit inside the gearbox, so that's not going to work. Yeah, we needed to hold it on there. If I had a drill press, I could do this. Yeah, maybe I'll call him up, see if he has a drill press. Because then I could get very accurate, very accurate drill holes in there without the machine walking. But all right, so I guess we'll put this to the side for now. And then we're going to start building these motors and gearboxes. So here are the heat sinks, in case you guys don't know. Hold on 1 second. All right, cool. So here are the heat sinks, which these are used to dissipate heat from the motors. That is a camera holder. These are the new 775 motors from ML Toys, not a sponsor. And we're going to go ahead and try to break this sleeve off really quick. Where is my screwdriver? Anybody see my screwdriver? Dang. Sorry, guys. I'm just losing it. All right. Ooh. All right, so now we're gonna pry these off. And these heat sinks clip on like so. Yeah, that looks pretty good if you ask me. So these are 24-volt motors. This is a 5-volt fan, so I got to get a step down converter for this. I already have one in the house. I can order more. Not that big of a deal. Let me put this motor right there for a second. These are the new gearboxes, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. And these have steel gears in them. I don't know if I ever put the screws in them. Yeah, I did. I put the screws in them already. So that matches up, that lines up. All right, so let's go ahead and assemble the other motor and heat sink. The heat sinks were about $8 a piece. The motors and the gearboxes, I think I paid like $300 for them. All right. Yeah, they're pressed on there kind of tight. I'm gonna be careful not to stab myself. I have to go get a tetanus shot. So these motors should put out a good amount of power, but with power comes great responsibility and a lot of heat. So with that being said, I don't want to risk these motors getting too hot. So that's why I went out and I bought these heat sinks. All right. So again, these are 5-volt motors right here. 5-volt motors, 5-volt fans that go on the heat sinks that slide onto the motors. And this is to help cool the system, to cool the motors down. We got to install the gears, the drive gear on there, or what is it called? The pinion gear. Which are right here with the set screws. So let me go ahead and get some Loctite, and we will do that now. Shake up my Loctite, and let me get my Allen keys. Oh, timber! Shiver me timbers. Sorry, I didn't mean to drop you guys. Sorry. All right, cool. So again, here are the pinion gears. I'm gonna go ahead and open these. All right. Want to be very, very careful not to lose these. So I'm going to put one pinion gear and one set screw back in the bag for now while I figure out what size is the set screw. Just like that size right there. So we're going to go ahead and get our thread locker by Loctite. And we're going to go ahead and put it in. Make sure you shake it well, which I did while it was over there on the table. So, come back here. You're going to grab your pinion gear. And there's going to be a flat spot on the motor. Come on, dude, focus. There's a flat spot right there. Hope you guys can see that right there, flat spot. The hole where the set screw goes is going to go right there. Then you're going to carefully put your set screw in, tighten till snug. Okay. Now, I don't recommend that you operate this until the Loctite or the thread locker is completely dry. But we're going to go ahead and assemble the other one. Oh no, the set screw fell. Oh, right here. So we're going to rinse and repeat without dropping it. So we're going to go ahead and put our set screw onto our Allen key. We're going to shake the thread locker. Then we're going to go ahead and, yeah. We're going to apply a generous amount, which that is a lot, but it is what it is. We're going to take our second 775 motor, which is this one. We are going to slide it on like so. Then we're going to go ahead. Make sure it's nice and snug. Any excess, wipe it off. Same thing with this one. There really wasn't any extra excess on that one. Cool. Now, go ahead and get the empty bags out the way. Now, they did include thread locker with it, but I don't know if I trust it, to be honest with you. I'd rather use the name brand stuff, if you ask me. So now, this requires a conversion kit, which I'm not really sure how this goes, but we are going to figure it out together. So it looks like it comes with 2 screws. Cool. And a plate. So I assume, because this has like a little crown on it, I assume that this goes in here, which it appears that it does. Interesting. Now, I do have a second gearbox. Let me make sure that these motors don't go for that gearbox. Bear with me 1 second. They're not right away. I've got my love to keep me warm. Actually, that is not the right box. Where is it? Oh, I'm going to put on some Christmas carols for you guys, but yeah, I ain't trying to get copyrighted today. All right, cool. So, all right, so here's the second set of gearboxes. I wonder if I ever swapped out the internals on that, because apparently these are different gearboxes and they're not the same. So let me grab one of these rings and see if it lines up. That indeed does. So I don't think I ever swapped out the gears, because maybe I wanted to save it for content for you guys. So I am just going to verify that this does not fit. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the holes don't line up. Let me see. I should probably get my headlamp. Huh? I don't know. It kind of looked like it does now. This is the one with the gears in it. All right, we'll give it a shot. All right, so we're going to grab 2 screws out the bag. And then I think this goes right here. And then the motor goes in there, but you kind of got to twist it for it to line up. So what I'm going to do is, before I put this motor in, I am going to take the cover off of this so you guys can see the internals of it. As we mount it up. All right, so this is what the internals look like. steel first gear with bearings. So this has got to line up with that. And it does. So steel first gear to help prevent it from stripping out. That's pretty freaking sweet. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to put the cover back on, mount the motors up. And again, those are 775 motors, 24 volt from ML Toys, not a sponsor. I don't think that they have the best customer service, but that's just me. So we're not going to over tighten them. Gotta make sure everything is lined up. See how that screw kind of fell in. You can't even make that up. Look at that. Dude, focus. That screw head just sheared off while I was tightening it. Oh my God. Yo, can't even make that up. Alright, hold on. Before I even crank those other screws on, I'm going to take this screw off. Take this one off. And I got to try to get that screw. Oh, man. That screw is broke off in there. Look at that. Can't even make that up. Alright, so ain't nothing we can do about it. So I guess it'll just have to work with only three screws. I've got my love to keep me warm. Alright. So basically I'm just trying to line this up. There we go. Ooh, drop the screw. Dropped another screw. All right, yeah, so Big Eartha is about to get some major upgrades. So I'm trying to get her roadworthy, but I have to make sure that I get these rubber tires on because I don't want to put the old style tires on. All right, cool. So now that I know, all right, so I'm going to probably just turn you guys towards me. So that's got to line up like that. Oh, you know what? Before we even put the motors on, what did we forget to do, everybody? We forgot to put Loctite on. Thread locker. Always thread lock. The amount of bumps and stuff that my kid hits, be a catastrophe if these backed out. Thread lock or nylon lock everything, always. Trust me, it takes extra, 10 seconds or whatever, but it will save you a lot of heartache, a lot of back break, and a lot of double work. All right, cool. So we got our Loctited. Components here. So let me see which one. I assume it's the big one. It is. All right, so that's there. We're not going to put it too tight. Not going to put it too loose. All right, cool. So this is it, assembled. I got a ML Toys 24 volt 775 motor with a 5 volt heat sink. I don't want to block these fins because it has a built-in fan, but this is going to provide extra cooling. This can move, so we're going to go ahead and assemble the other one. We're going to do that now. But pretty awesome though, right? I like it a lot. All right, so before we get started, let's go ahead and put some thread locker on these. All right. Okay. So same thing as before. We are going to put the ring right on this. And we're going to press that on. And just make sure that it lines up with the holes. Before we do. Yep, that looks about right. Press that on. Whoa! Didn't mean to hit you guys. Sorry. A lot of abuse today. Alright, cool. I'm going to drop this motor in, feel it out, see where it locks in. And then, got to take a look at it to see where the bolts come out and the bolts line up. There we go. Like so. That's one. Drop it in there. Make sure it's nice and snug. All right, cool. So now that we got those, let's go ahead. Yep, so now these are going to replace these. And also what I noticed is that this one doesn't have the wires on the back, so we're going to go ahead and attach those now. Provided with the ML Toys kit. And these already come pre-spaded. So it's easy as this. All right, they're wired and they're good to go. All right, so I'm gonna go back to the drawing board tonight to figure out how I can attach those. I'm probably gonna call my buddy's shop to see if he has a drill press, to see if I could come down and use it, because that would be the goal, right? But yeah, so got a lot of work done, a lot more to do. I appreciate you guys watching. I'm gonna jump off of here for right now, go inside, lick my wounds. I appreciate you guys watching. But yeah, so again, these are 24 volts, 5-volt fans. So I got to get a step down inverter for those, which I do have one. It's already in the truck. I have an 18 volt to 12 volt, and then I could run. I have a 12 volt step down converter to, I think the lowest it goes is 6 volts. So those are 5 volts. I could run 6 volts on them, no problem. So not too bad, right? Not too bad at all, if you ask me. So I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure you guys smash that like button, leave a comment down below, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys on the next video. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, I'll see you then. Later.